What's up, YouTube? It's your man Sean over here at Eye on UTV coming through with another one. Today, we got some Farve information, man. It's gonna bring the title to you. Brett Farve, Scandel explained. Ex-NFL quarterback is accused of misusing of Mississippi state welfare funds. Man, Farve, I can't understand how you need this money, man. These people poor, man. You supposed to be aiding and assisting, man, but all the time you sucking the cash. Let's get to it, though. Hall of Fame quarterback Brett Farve is in hot water for his connection in a Mississippi welfare scandal involving the misappropriation of roughly $77 million. Man, you made way more than that throughout your career, so I know you got it stacked up, Farve. Farve, who has not been criminally charged, has denied knowing that the money he received for different projects was welfare money. Court filings, text messages, and tax records show the complexity of this situation. Yeah, man, you've been letting them people, your accountants, man, whip up that extra money, man. Now, you ain't no way you needed that, man. You got it, man. And you can pay that back. Wow. On December 5th, Mississippi Department of Human Services dropped its demands of $1.1 million from Farve in a lawsuit that is seeking repayment for the misspent welfare money. Farve has been in hot water for receiving the money for public appearances that he did not make, but the department acknowledged that he has already paid that money back. He's already paid it back. Moving on. However, there's a new demand up to $5 million against Farve and the University Sports Foundation. The Human Services Court filing on December 5th said that Farve has not repaid the money that he orchestrated for the Mississippi Community Education Center to pay to the University of Southern Mississippi Athletic Foundation to fund construction for a volleyball facility at alma mater and the same school at which his daughter played volleyball. Yeah, man, this is vicious, Farve, man. You vicious, bro. You need to get them their money, man. You need to go and get them people that money, man. The jig is up. You busted. And I don't understand how come this is not on the news. I really can't understand that, how this is not on the news. I ain't seen this nowhere on the news. I don't see nobody blogging about it. But guess what? You're going to get it right here, any time of the day, 365 days out of the year, right here, Eye on UTV. We gonna have eye on them, yeah. Moving on. The amended complaint adds that the Athletic Foundation lobbyists two former MDHS attorneys and the virtual reality company as defendants in this lawsuit, as reported by Mississippi Today. The Mississippi Department of Human Services filed a lawsuit May 2022. 38 defendants, including Farve, on November 28th, and his attorney, Eric Hirschman, filed a motion to dismiss. It is apparent that MDHS has sued Farve, a Mississippi and national celebrity, in an effort to deflect responsibility for its own ingenious wrongdoing in allowing $94 million of its public funds to be misspent, for which MDHS itself admits that it was exclusively responsible, reads the filing. Wow, man, I mean, this ain't nowhere on the news. I guess because he's a big-time NFL quarterback, and people gonna overlook him, running off that little change. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna overlook that. Gonna overlook it, but I'm gonna keep bringing it to you. And every time he go to court or anything that unfold with him, it's gonna be right here on Eye on UTV. Moving on. There is no factual or legal basis to include Farve in this lawsuit or for the torrent of the unjustified negative publicity concerning Farve. MDHS has outrageously ingested publicly that properly should be directed at MDHS, not Farve. The entire welfare scandal is Mississippi's largest ever public corruption case. It involves money from the temporary assistance for needy families TANF program, a federal program that provides grant funds to states and territories to help families in need, according to the benefits.gov website. State-administered programs include child care assistance, job preparation, and work assistance. Wow, Farve. On September 22nd, the former executive director of the Mississippi Department of Human Services, John Davis, pleaded guilty for one account of conspiracy and one account of theft concerning programs receiving federal funds. The Department of Justice said Davis worked with 4 unnamed co-conspirators. Davis will be sentenced on February 2nd, 2023. So yeah, he probably finna give it up right on before his next court date, because he don't want no action. He's getting ready to tell it all. MDHS provided federal funds to 2 nonprofit organizations and then directed 2 nonprofit organizations to fraudulently award contracts to various entities and individuals for social services that we have never provided. Wow. The 2 nonprofits were Mississippi Community Education Center, MCEC, and the Family Resource Center, as stated by the press release by the state auditor Shad White's office from October 2021. The 2 organizations ran a statewide program called Families First for Mississippi. Wow, Farve, man, you a real big time snake, man. That is dirty, B. You run around here, man, got millions, man. You all in the Hall of Fame, man. Let's not forget you one of the good old boys too, though. Ain't nobody forgot about that either, Farve. You running off this money, man. In the summer of 2017, Farve began to ask the Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant for funding for a new volleyball facility at the University of Southern Mississippi. These messages from August 3rd, 2017 show Farve asking MCEC founder Nancy New about providing regarding payments to him. If you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much? Farve asked. She reassured him that the information would not be made public. The next day, she told him that Brian was on board with their plan. New and her son Zach pleaded guilty to 13 felony counts of relating to the social earlier in 2022. Wow, man, y'all in a big old pickle, man, and they really keeping this. I haven't seen it, man. I found it. I'm talking about it undoubtedly, so I had to find it. But you got to really look this information up. According to an audit, Farve was paid $500,000 in December 2017 and $600,000 in June 2018 for appearances and speeches at multiple events that he did not attend. Farve said he filmed commercials for the nonprofit organization and that's why he was given the money. The auditor later revealed that Farve's contract stated that he needed to give speeches on the radio advertisement. Yeah, so he was just waiting on the checks, and he wasn't even going to take. He probably didn't take care of now one of the little meetings he was supposed to have. That's horrible. Farve missed the original deadline to pay the interest, which led to the case being turned over to the state's attorney general office. The $5 million volleyball facility was not the only project Farve was interested in. Excuse me. In July 2019, Farve also appeared to want money a new volleyball facility at a Southern Mississippi to help recruit quarterback Sheeta Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, by luring him with an indoor facility. Wow, man. Yeah, man, Farve, you doing this, man? You are a billionaire. You probably a billionaire by now. Y'all cheating for years in Green Bay and where else was you at? Minnesota. You know, I'm a Bear fan, so you know I don't care too much for you, Favre. For real, for real. But moving on. As I suspected, Deion Sanders' son asked where the indoor facility was, and I said we don't have one, but we are hoping to break ground in less than 2 years. Favre text Bryant per ESPN. Now that will not happen without your help and commitment. I know we have the V-ball to complete first, and then I'm asking a lot with that, and I believe 100% that if you can get this done, Nancy will reach out and help many in the recruiting war. ESPN reported that Billy Queen, a lawyer representing Bryant, said the court filing shows that Favre continued to press for state funds, first from the DHS and later from the legislature appropriation. Yeah, he was pushing for that money, not showing up to the events. I mean, they love you, Favre, but I don't think they love you that much for you to be breaking the law like this, man. On July 28, 2019, Bryant texts Favre that the use of the funds is tightly controlled and that any improper use could result in a violation of federal law. Auditors are currently reviewing the use of these funds. So now they want to know, man, you know. They want to check it out because that could have been in somebody else's pocket, you know, and you all in the way. Just over a month later, on September 4th, 2019, text messages show Favre putting more pressure on Bryant. We are not taking no for an answer. You are a Southern Mississippi alumni, and the folks need to know you are also a supporter of the university, Favre wrote. So yeah, he was buttering him up for the next one, you know, for the payment and everything. People with money. And you know, what's probably going to happen is he's probably going to get away with this. You know, probably going to get away with this. Favre is also tied to a pharmaceutical company that has been named in the Mississippi Scandel. In April 2022, Mississippi Today reported that Favre briefed Bryant on previous Pervasives, a company in which Favre was top investor in. Per report, the company received $2.15 million. Excuse me. $2.15 million from the scheme. Some of the text messages obtained by Mississippi Today showed that the Pervasives founder Jake Villingham and Favre offered Bryant shares of the company. White ended up naming Bryant as the whistleblower that led to the high-profile arrest in this welfare scandal. Wow. Favre, man, let me say, I got a few good words for you, brother. Got a few good words for you. Get them people their money. Get it to them ASAP. Go on, pull it out of whatever account you got. You and your buddy now. Get the state of Mississippi their money back. He was bogus for pulling any of this anyway. Like, share, and subscribe to Eye on You TV. It's the greatest channel in the world. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Brett Favre, getting people their money back. Peace.